Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys saw my last video, you would know that I am finally pregnant, and it is so weird saying that out loud. It hasn't really, it's sunken in, and I know that I'm pregnant, but it's still like, what? Like, I'm pregnant? It's just, it doesn't seem real. And I think that's just because it took us so long to get pregnant and just thinking it was never gonna happen again. So it's hard to believe that I'm sitting here talking to you guys finally about being pregnant. And I've wanted to make these pregnancy updates for so long that it just seemed like it was never gonna happen. It just makes me a little emotional. It makes me a little emotional because I've been trying for so long, and it might not be so long to some of you, because I know that there are a lot of women out there that have tried for more years than I have and have had it way worse and spent way more money than we have. But I think that no matter how long you've waited for a baby or to get pregnant or all that, it's not a different feeling when you finally get pregnant. Like, it's just so rewarding, and all your hard work has paid off. And I'm just so glad that I don't ever have to, well, I'd say that I don't ever have to pick up an ovulation stick again, but I probably will if we decide to have more kids. But it's just a nice feeling to know that I'm pregnant and I don't have to stress about it anymore. So what I really made this video about was to update you guys on how I've been feeling on weeks 1 through 4, and to also let you know kind of how I got my BFP and what my symptoms were leading up to my big positive, and just how I'm feeling right now. So right now I am 4 weeks and 6 days. So every Friday I will be a new week pregnant. So tomorrow, which is Friday, I'll be 5 weeks. Yeah, I'll be 5 weeks along. Still really early. Obviously I'm really nervous because of the things that I went through last time with my miscarriage. So I'm just trying to do everything right this time, and not that I didn't do anything right last time. I did everything right last time too, but it's just different. After you lose a baby and you've had a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy, you are a little bit more on edge the next time. So it's still early, but I can't say I haven't gotten my hopes up, because I totally have, and everything looks really good so far. So I'm just praying to God that everything stays healthy and good, and that I can have a baby soon. Okay, so let's start from way back. So my period was October 12th. That was day 1 of my cycle this month. And then on day 5 of bleeding and my period coming to an end, I did take Clomid days 5 through 9 at 100 milligrams. I used to take Clomid 50 milligrams, but it never made me ovulate earlier than day 21. So in the doctor's eyes, the Clomid did not work. So it never had worked for me before. I was giving Clomid my last shot because this was it with the Clomid. After Clomid, we were gonna try the HCG trigger shot. So I really didn't have high hopes for this, but it was the first time I've actually taken it that was 100 milligrams. So I took it, and around day 15, I noticed I was wicked crampy, and my CM, cervical mucus, was clear, egg white, really stretchy, and my cervix was open. So I decided that night to take a OPK, and it came up faint, but like almost positive. You know how there are sometimes like they're not as dark as they should be? Well, it wasn't as dark as it should be. So it was a faint. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna test in the morning and see what happens. So cycle day 16 came, we went grocery shopping, and then we came home, and I took another OPK and held my pee all morning, and it came up really positive, and I took a digital one and it just confirmed that I was ovulating, in fact, in 24 hours. And then I took another one on CD17 to see if I was still surging, and I was, and the line was still dark, and there was still a smiley face, and then I was just wicked crampy. Like, I got ovulation cramps so bad this cycle, and I don't get cramps at ovulation. My body has never let me know when it's ovulating, other than having the cervical mucus and my cervix being open. So that was just like, I knew that the Clomid was working. I kept telling my husband, the Clomid's working. Like, I can feel it working. I was in so much pain at times where I just had to sit with like a heating blanket and just like hold my stomach, because it really did feel awful. So around 2 DPO after I had ovulated and my surge went down, I noticed that my temps had dropped when I ovulated, and then they spiked back up on 1 DPO. So that was an indicator that I definitely ovulated early, because I usually don't ovulate until CD24. Like, that's late. And so CD16 was wicked early. And if you don't know what CD is, it's just cycle day. So whatever cycle day I was in. So cycle day 16 was wicked early for me to ovulate, but that's good because the Clomid did its job. 1 DPO to 4 DPO, I had some pretty intense cramping. I kept looking up, can you feel conception? Like, is there a way to feel conception? And it just says you can't feel anything until implantation. So technically you can't feel conception, but I seriously felt something going on. It was either the Clomid or conception, but that's just what was happening. Also on 4 DPO, I noticed that my breasts weren't hurting, but they were definitely throbbing. Like, I could feel them pulsating kind of, but it didn't hurt to touch. And usually after ovulation, I get sore boobs instantly. So that was another thing that was like, why are my boobs not hurting or sore to the touch? That was just weird to me. On 5 DPO, I decided to check my cervical mucus, and it went to creamy, and then my cervix had closed up very tight. And I remember getting a very bad lower back cramp, like all day 5 DPO, all day 6 DPO. It was just constant cramping in my back. And I had Tyler rubbing my back almost every night because it was bad. It's not bad anymore, but it was really bad after ovulation. So on 6 DPO, I was like, okay, this is the day that implantation should be happening, or should be happening soon. And I didn't feel nothing. Like, I had a little backache, but that was it, and that's all I felt. So I was like, ugh, I'm not pregnant. I'm not gonna be pregnant. Implantation's not gonna happen. And then 7 DPO came, and that is where I knew something was going on in my body, because seriously, 7 DPO, I was cramped from the morning, like the minute I woke up until the minute I went to bed. And I remember Tyler and I were watching our show on Netflix, The Walking Dead, and I was so crampy that I was like, I need, like, something's going on. I think that I'm implanting. And like, he kind of joked about it, like, yep, the egg is burrowing in. But I was just so like, I don't want to get my hopes up. So I'm like, I don't know, we'll have to see, you know. I didn't want to get my hopes up, you know what I mean? And I think that you understand that the longer you've been trying to conceive, you just don't want to get your hopes up. Also on 7 DPO, I had taken an OPK just for the fun of it, and that is where you saw in the last video, if you did see it, that I did take an OPK and it came up positive, which was really weird, because I definitely was not ovulating and I wasn't pregnant because it was way too early to be pregnant, but my body picked up a surge of hormones, because OPKs can pick up any hormone and let you know that you're surging. So I think it picked up some hormone because it was positive and very dark. So I'm thinking that, well, implantation was happening. I was getting like a surge of progesterone or something because my OPK picked it up. So then I wanted to take a pregnancy test. So that's where you saw in the video I took a test and it was negative, but I was just trying to keep my hopes up. But I knew that 7 DPO was really early, so I didn't get sad after it was negative. I knew I was going to try again. So my cramping was more on the right side, low, like kind of in my hips, and right above, like my pelvic or my pubic bone, and then it went to the left side, so it was switching both sides. I was crampy on both sides. 8-DPO came along and I wasn't as crampy than 7-DPO, but I was still a little crampy. And 8-DPO, I knew something had happened on 7-DPO because my breasts started to hurt instantly on 8-DPO, and my nipples, not to be TMI, but my nipples were so sensitive. Like I like brushed against them, or I think it was like the blanket when I went to bed, and it like kind of irritated them. Like they didn't like it, and I was like, what the hell? I never get sore or sensitive nipples before my period. It's just not me. So then 9-DPO came along and I woke up that morning. I felt good. I didn't feel anything. I was kind of feeling discouraged because I'm like, why am I not feeling anything? Except my boobs still hurt and my back ached. And I remember just not wanting to take a test. And I was sitting on the couch with my kids, and I just remember myself saying, what do you got to lose? Like, what do you have to lose? Either it's going to be negative and you can still get a positive at 10-DPO and try again, or you can take it and get another, or not another, you can take it and get a faint line. So, you know, I'm like, what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose. It's just a test. So I decided to hold my pee for 2 hours, didn't drink anything, and then the 2 hours were up. So I came in the bathroom, peed in a cup, put the stick in, which you saw in the last video of me freaking out, but I like really didn't have any, I mean, I guess some part of me was like, I know I'm pregnant, something's up. After 7-DPO for sure, I felt like, okay, these are different signs, and I knew it. But I just didn't want to get my hopes up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, there's always a part of you that's like, I'm pregnant this month, this is my month, and then you take a test and it's not your month and it's negative. So I just didn't want to get my hopes up. That's all. I just didn't want to. And then you guys saw within 3 minutes, I saw a faint line. I freaked out. It's kind of embarrassing. It's still embarrassing. I watch it every day and I'm like, oh my God. So I called my doctor's office and let them know that I was pregnant and that I do have a history of a miscarriage and infertility. So I just want to get my levels done, just make sure that everything's good. So 9-DPO, I went in to the hospital that night with Tyler and I got my blood drawn, and they called me on Friday, and you guys saw in the vlog that, or if you haven't seen, you will see the vlog. In the vlog, you'll see that I got a 10 for my HCG, which is like barely pregnant, like just so early. And she's like, she called me and was like, you must have gotten a really faint line because you're barely pregnant. Like, you're just over the line where they accept you as a patient. And I knew I was, because it was only 9-DPO. Like, I haven't even missed my period. I still had a week left before my period even came, but my intuition was just like, you're pregnant. I got my blood work done, and then I went back the day after and I got it drawn again at 11-DPO, and it went up to 38, so it's supposed to double every 48 hours, so it definitely did that. And then they said to come back in about a week, which is going to be tomorrow, that I'm getting blood drawn today. Yeah, I'm getting blood drawn tonight. So it's been a week since I got my last blood drawn, so it should be in the hundreds. I wouldn't say thousands yet, but I'm definitely rooting for hundreds. So the symptoms that I got after my BFP, so the first few days I didn't feel anything. I haven't had any nausea or anything. But I did start to break out. I got some acne here and like in here. And I noticed one like right here the other day. So I am getting some acne. I haven't been wanting to wear any makeup because I just feel like my skin needs to breathe. Like, I just hate putting makeup on over acne. It like feels disgusting, and I work at home, so there's really no need to even wear makeup unless I'm going out. I've been very bloated. I feel like I already look like I am like been pregnant for a couple months now, but I know it's just bloat, it's not baby. So it definitely am bloated, and I will show you guys that at the end of the video. I'm gonna have a little bump show and just show you kind of what it all looks like. So I also have been very tired. I haven't been like yawning tired, like I need to take a nap tired. It's more of just like I'm exhausted. Like my body doesn't want to do anything but sit on the couch. I just don't have any ambition. Like I said, I don't even have any ambition to do my hair or put makeup on. So I just been with a lack of energy. Usually I can stay up until like 11 o'clock every night and watch my shows with Tyler. I've been also laying down at nap time with my kids, trying to get just a few hours, or not a few hours, a few minutes of just rest and closing my eyes. And I have fallen asleep a little bit, but I always keep one ear open. I think that's just a mom trait. And I've been very hungry. I am never satisfied after I eat. I feel like I could just eat from the minute I wake up until the minute I go to bed. I always feel like the last meal I have is like the last meal, and it always tastes so good. I am trying to eat very healthy now that I'm pregnant because I just don't want to jeopardize anything, and I want to make sure that this baby is getting everything it needs right now, because everything is just so little and it needs a lot to grow. So I've been eating like avocados and a lot of eggs, a lot of meat, like protein for sure. I've been eating a lot of protein, cucumbers, tomatoes. Like I've just been indulging myself in vegetables and fruit. I'm loving strawberries and raspberries, and like I'm trying really, really hard. And so usually I'm just constantly shoving that in my face. And Tyler will tell you this if he was here in the update. He would be telling you that he's eating so much too. Like we could just binge and eat together, and I know that that's like a symptom. Like dads get the pregnancy like symptoms too with mom, which is definitely weird, but it makes sense because they see their wife eating and then they're hungry. But overall I've been feeling really, really great. I have no ambition to wear pants. I feel like I'm just checked out of that, and I'm only 5 weeks. I'll just say I'm 5 weeks. I'm only 5 weeks pregnant, and I just don't want to wear anything tight. I don't want to wear any pants. I just live in leggings or sweatpants or nothing at all. And my shirts are usually baggy or like sweatshirts. But hopefully, or not hopefully, but I probably won't get a big belly until the end of winter, early spring. So that's good, because last time I was pregnant, I was big in the winter, and putting on like snow pants and a winter jacket over a big belly is not fun. So that is it for my first 1 through 4 weeks update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to share this whole pregnancy with you guys and this journey. I can't wait to document everything for myself and just always be able to look back on the memories and everything I went through. So that is why Tyler and I are going to be making these weekly or every other week updates for you guys, and also throwing in a vlog with it just to show like little things that happen throughout the weeks, like doctor's appointments or blood work or whatever, blood work or nursery stuff, things we buy. So that is just going to be in a separate video, a pregnancy vlog, and this will be my bump dates, which will be every other week. So next one you see will be weeks 5 and 6. So don't go anywhere yet. I'm going to end the video with showing you guys my belly, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching.